civilians also. So your cooperation in all of that has been for facilitating, first of all, the exit from Gaza of Irish citizens. 19 now have been facilitated, and we have quite...
In the middle, the subject.
Yeah, just say it.
There you go. So pertaining to a regional and to our bilateral relations during this session.
وبداية أتوجه له بالشكر.
I condemn the indiscriminate bombing of Gaza. I've condemned the unacceptable civilian toll, the women and children that are being killed. It's unconscionable. Just the night before last, we learned and saw on our screens a family mourning the loss of 18 children. It's very difficult for me personally as a human being to comprehend that level of barbarity. There can be no justification for it, in my view. And I believe that in respect of the mass graves that you've referenced, and I'll have to obviously do further analysis of that, but again, all of that should be subject to the international humanitarian law. Ireland from the outset never paused its support to UNRWA. In fact, we went in the opposite direction when the assertions were made. We actually increased our aid to Gaza, to UNRWA by a further €20 million at the time, to give a signal to other members of the European community and other countries that this was now not the time to pause aid to UNRWA, because anybody we speak to who knows anything about it will say to you that UNRWA is indispensable and is essential, not just for providing humanitarian assistance, but also for the reconstruction of Gaza post-conflict. It is absolutely essential that we have a ceasefire. It's also essential that we have a release of all hostages. Unacceptable that hostages are taken in this manner. And again, we have consistently condemned the taking of hostages. And thirdly, as I've said, the flow of humanitarian aid needs to be unimpeded and needs to be scaled up dramatically. We need a surge in humanitarian aid into Gaza. We've discussed the issue of recognition of a Palestinian state, and we had a good discussion on that, and I think we both agreed it's a very important step in terms of supporting the Palestinian Authority and supporting Palestinians in their justified ambition and aspiration for self-determination and their own state.
لا يمكن أن يتحمل الضمير العالمي استمرار هذا القدر من القتل الذي وصل إلى 34,000 قتيل مدني، 20,000 منهم من النساء والأطفال، واستمرار حالة التدمير المستمر للقطاع بحيث أصبح غير قابل للعيش فيه. فضرورة توقف هذه الحرب، ضرورة العمل على توصل إلى حل الدولتين.